Hi, my name is Jason Hansen, and I will be walking us through how to make a simple ham sandwich. So for the sake of materials and not wasting anything, seeing as that we're in a lean manufacturing class, I'll be doing this one time through, both explaining these steps and the key points during the process. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started. The first step would be to wash your hands. So we'll do this for about 15 to 20 seconds under some warm water. Just any hand soap will do. Make sure you cover the whole hands. Rinse thoroughly. Get in between the fingers because you will be touching a lot of different ingredients. We want to make sure the reason we do this is obviously to keep ourselves safe from any viruses or bacteria. We'll go ahead and dry our hands off. And then we will proceed to grab our ingredients. So I already have the ingredients here, but typically we would just grab our ham, our American cheese, bread, whichever bread you would like to use, some pickles, and some mayonnaise. So I would get the bread from the cabinet over here, the ham and the cheese, mayonnaise and pickles from the fridge here. And then the last things that we need to grab would be the plate and our silverware for applying the ingredients there. Those can be found in the cabinet here or in the drawer over there. All right, so the second step would be to take 2 pieces of bread out of the container and place evenly on a plate. So you would just go ahead and take it out of the package. Got some sourdough bread here. We will lay those like this on a plate. The reason that we want to lay them evenly and in front of one another is so that for the next step, everything is oriented the way that it needs to be. So the next step we would do is apply the mayonnaise. So we will go ahead and unscrew the cap of the mayonnaise. We'll take our butter knife here and we will scoop out roughly a tablespoon of mayonnaise. And we'll apply that to one side of the bread evenly so that it covers the whole area, surface area of the bread. I want to do this to make sure we really get that great taste we want out of a ham sandwich. So after you do one slice, you'll go ahead and repeat that process for the second slice. Again, just about a tablespoon of mayonnaise and apply evenly to the second slice of bread. May have to go back for a little bit more to cover the whole slice of bread. So when you're done, you can go ahead, take your knife, place it in the sink, put the cap back on top of the mayonnaise, and just set that off to the side. At this point in the process, this is what we should have. A nice thin layer of mayonnaise on each slice of bread. And the next step that we will go ahead and do is apply 6 slices of ham. So the reason I go with 6 slices is because we don't want too much ham, excuse me, and we don't want not enough ham. So the ham should be thinly sliced, and you will just take that out of the container here. We got some Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh honey ham that we'll be working with. So you'll take 6 slices and apply it to one of the pieces of bread where the mayo is facing up, and apply those evenly so that it covers the whole slice of bread. That was 5, so I'm going to grab the 6th one. So at this point in the process, we have the meat, we have our other slice of bread over here with just the mayo on top. This will be the top of the sandwich, and we've now laid the foundation and got some protein. And we want to make sure that we're laying it evenly so that it's not bulged up in the center afterwards when we put the top slice of bread on, because then your sandwich could fall apart. The next step in which we will do is apply the pickles. So we got some pickles here. We will unscrew the top that off. Now we'll take our fork and we will grab 4 pickles, and we will put 1 pickle per quadrant of the sandwich. And the reason that we're using a fork for this is because we don't want to be sticking our hands that we just had in ham into the pickle juice. And it can make it messy later on. So 1 pickle per quadrant. When you're done, you can take your fork, place it in the sink, put the cap back on the pickles, and set off to the side with the mayonnaise. So at this point, this is what this could look like. And the reason that we want to put the pickles on top of the ham versus the cheese on top of the ham, I'll get into in just a second. So the next step we would do is apply the cheese. So we got a slice of American cheese here. We will go ahead and take it out of the package. And you will just apply on top of the pickles. And again, the reason that we put the cheese on top of the pickles is so that the cheese actually holds the pickles in place. If you put it on top, my experience, pickles can slide out, so the cheese kind of acts as that grip to sandwich it really between the ham and the cheese there. After that, you'll take your wrapper, throw it away. And then the final step would be to take this last piece of bread that has the mayo on it, place it on top, press down, make sure everything is held together nice and firm. And you have your ham sandwich, your simple ham.